Hey there, guys. The game that we're playing here is on a Sega console, obviously, because it says Sega on it. Well, I guess it doesn't, not necessarily, but, bad start. Okay, it's on the Sega Genesis, and the game is Gunstar Heroes. This is kind of like a surprise LP sort of thing, I guess you could say. Sort of a 100 subscriber special, if you will. Although, by the time I'm recording this, I'm almost at 150. It's pretty crazy. I've got a really fast rate of gain in the last few days, so that's pretty wild. But thanks to all the old subscribers, to all the new subscribers. For those of you that are new and have just started watching my videos recently, I usually don't upload things on weekends. It's just kind of a complicated schedule, and it works out that like the main LP works, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and on weekends I can just record my parts for the week. Well, I figure, you know, I've got a little extra time, I can throw this in on the weekends. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, because, you know, this is an awesome game. Gunstar Heroes is it's argued by many to be the best game on the Sega Genesis. And it's got a lot of strong points, to be honest. It's a really great and awesome game. It's a good run and gun, shoot 'em up, kill everything on screen type of thing. Gunstar Heroes. Awesome. So I'm gonna leave it on normal mode, but I want to switch the A and C around. It just works better on my controller that way. So let's exit out. And start a one-player game. Now, we're going to have a few choices here. We can pick between free shot and fixed shot. Free shot, you can move when firing, and fixed shot you obviously can't, but you can fire in 8 directions, in all 8 directional pad directions you can press. So I usually go with fixed shot. That's just the way I do it with the weapon I like. You can also pick between 4 starter weapons here. Force fires rapidly, it's just like a normal shot. Lightning fires through enemies. It's just a straight line that travels kind of slowly, but through everything. Chaser follows enemies, but it's relatively weak, and fire is effective in close combat, but it has literally like no range. I always start with fire, and then you can pick 4 stages to choose from. You're gonna have to do them all 4 eventually anyway, but I like to do them in the order of this one, which is pink. They're all named after color. See, pink's mining machine. I do pink, black, and then orange and green. I usually do them in that order. So let's start with pink. I guess it's the easiest one, pretty much. So as you can see, you can just run around shooting your fire gun here, and a lot of things start to pop up on screen. The problem with, crap, I didn't want that one. That's a bad weapon to start out with. Ugh, okay. The problem with fixed fire is that while you're standing here, you know, you can't move. You can sit here and do this, you know, go in circles, but you can't move, so you pretty much just have to jump if you want to be able to move while firing. Take that life. We have a boss here. There's a lot of bosses in this game, and it's really cool actually how they do it. Action, Balloon Bomber, Mother Ant. Those are like the attacks it has pretty much. It kind of sucks fighting this thing with only the starter fire weapon, but yeah, well, what can you do? I kind of set myself up. There's one weapon, you can get like a combination. As you can see at the top, there's like 2 empty slots, or there's 1 empty slot, one of them has fire, and one of them is empty. You can pick up like a secondary weapon. Oh yes, that's exactly what I wanted. This is what, I don't know if this is the official name, but I call it the Fire Chaser. I heard that somewhere. I think I heard that on Speed Demo's archive. It's actually the weapon that it gets used primarily in the run. But you can, woohoo. Okay, I'm just having so much fun here, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But you can stand in one spot and hold the fire button down, and it'll, basically you can control it in the middle of the air. Like, you can just stand here and make it go around in circles all day. This is why I like to use fixed mode, because if you're moving around while doing that, it's pretty crazy. Now this part here is super easy, just keep tapping the jump button, and the kick will carry you on through here. You can skip all the enemies there. I didn't mean to jump there. And we have another pathetically easy boss. I guess I haven't mentioned this yet, and it's not exactly self-explanatory, but I guess you might miss it if you're not familiar with the game. My vitality is up there in the top left. It starts at 100, and it increases by 20 with each stage that you beat. So, I like doing the easy stages first, so you can have more health, you know, for the harder stages. And one good thing also about this flame chaser here is that it blocks the enemy's bullets. Like if they're firing at you, then it'll just get absorbed into the fire. So it can help out a lot if you're under a lot of fire too. These guys seem to take a lot of hits for some reason, like the other guys that shoot at you. Okay, we're at the end of this. Let's just speed on through here. There's really no reason to stick around. That gives you health, though. I want that. Oh, there's more health. A lot of good it does me, though, if I'm going to get hit right after it. Oh, you would throw me around, you jerk. Okay, now we're getting ready to come to the boss, the stage boss, Pinky Rotor. That's kind of a gay name, but whatever. Hitman Shot, Iron Knuckle, yeah, we'll get to all that. What I like to do for this boss is make sure that you're underneath. Because, as I've said before, Fire Chaser blocks the enemy's bullets. You can basically just sit here, run around in circles, and the guy doesn't even have a chance to shoot you. And it's already defeated. If you let it go too long, it'll like jump over on the other side, start shooting bombs at you and stuff. But that's the easiest and best and fastest strategy. So we've cleared stage 1, and now we get the jewel. That's basically why we're going through these 4. They've got these 4 like mythical jewels or whatever that supposedly grant some huge power or whatever. I don't know, it's not really explained that well, I don't think. But I like to go to black next. This is going to take a little while. There's no way I'm going to finish this in this video. Just because of one part of the stage. It's actually, as far as areas are concerned, it's not that large. Ooh, that was close. Almost got thrown there. But the areas that are in it take a little while, so... Come on, get out. Stop bugging me while I'm trying to destroy this thing. Go! So, I mean, just look at how much action is going on the screen right now. All the enemies and everything. Ah, threw me around. You can, you can change levels. You can hang onto the ceiling and kick things and throw things and shoot massive fireballs at things, and it's just epic. Don't throw me. Ah. I guess to be a problem with the Flame Chaser is the lack of the ability to move around, pretty much. But you learn to get used to it. So here we are at the Dice Palace. What happens is this dice falls from the ceiling, and you can throw it, and whatever number, it goes 1 through 3, and whatever number you get is how many spaces you move on the little board. It can take a little while, especially if you happen to land on the one that sends you all the way back. Most of them are like sort of mini-boss fights like this, that with the Flame Chaser, it's pretty easy. Yeah, they don't even get to do anything. So you're basically just going to be doing this over and over. Nah, keep getting ones. There's also these happy item rooms, which are really nice, actually. They give you pretty much one of almost every type of weapon, and 1 health upgrade, so you can just take what you want, exit, and get another roll. So you want to try to land on those, definitely. Come on, let's get something other than a 1 this time. Oh, a 3, I'll take that. So what are we fighting this time? Danger ahead. Oh, minions. I hate the Minion Soldier. It's like this small, tiny thing, but he can be a real jerk if you let him. I like throwing him around, though. It's kind of fun. Oh, look at that. See? That little guy just picked me up, jumped with me, and threw in the air. Ha! That's right, little guy. Yeah, he can be really annoying, especially on if you play it on expert mode. He has this like projectile attack that does a lot of damage, and it can whittle your life away very quickly. Whoa. You don't take damage from the die, but I like trying to jump over it. And die. I can never remember, is die like the singular form, or is it dice? I think dice is singular, actually, now that I don't know. But yeah, that boss is really simple on normal. On expert mode, there's like 8 of those balls, though. So let's play some more board games here. 1. Alright, who are we doing now? Oh, Russian Go. Yeah, this is a different type of... Oh, this one's really easy with the Flame Chaser. You can just clear all the enemies out and then do little wall jumps. If I can pull this off, come on. There we go. It doesn't matter if you don't get to the goal in time, it'll just say time up. But you'll still get to continue on. The only reason you want to get to the goal is so you can get the bonus score, I guess, and finish things off quicker. Returned! Alright, let's, I think we'll get one more roll in here. No. Yeah, just one more roll, because I don't want to, you know, risk going too far over. I don't like speeding things up, especially in an action game, you know. So, it looks like that's as far as we're gonna get. We're about halfway through the board game. Hopefully I don't end up having to go all the way back in the next part. But, yeah, so we'll continue on with this board game and finish off this level, go into the next one in the next part. So until then, see you next time on Gunstar Heroes.